Hi there. With tax time quickly approaching, I thought I'd just take a few moments here and jump on and just talk a little bit about a tax deduction that is available for small business owners. And specifically, that's the business use of home tax deduction. So if you are a small business owner and your primary place of business is in your home, then you are entitled to a deduction for that on your personal return. So I just want to point out too that if you are an employee and you work from home or work office space at home as a condition of your employment, this is not the deduction that you would be using. It's a whole separate deduction, and you have a special form that you would have to fill out that your employer would sign and whatnot. So this is not for you. This is simply for business owners that are working out of their house. So the business use of home deduction is great because it is money that you're spending anyways. So whether you use your home as an office or whether you don't, you still have to pay your mortgage, you still have to pay your power bill, utility bills, etc., etc. So it's money that you're spending anyways, and you're just turning around and using it as a bit of a deduction against your income. So for that reason, I really do like this deduction. There are a few criteria that have to be met in order to be able to use it. And the first is that your home must be the principal place of business. So you can't simply just be bringing work home from time to time and doing it from your house and using this deduction. It has to be the main place where you operate your business and where you would meet and greet clients or customers if that case pertains to you. So that's one thing that you want to make sure. And the other thing is you cannot use your business use of home expenses to create a loss for your business. So if your business is operating at a loss already, you won't be able to use the business use of home deduction at all. Or if the business use of home deduction causes you to have become in a loss position, then you won't be only allowed to use the amount that will bring you to net zero income. So something to keep in mind there. But what you can do is carry those expenses forward. So if you're not able to claim them in 1 year, carry them forward and use them in upcoming years where you have more income. So how do we claim them? So if you're doing business where you live, what happens is we claim a percentage of the area in your house that you're actually using for business purposes. So for example, if you have a work area in your home that's say 10 by 10, that's 100 square feet that you're using for business. So you would take that number and divide it by the total square feet of your house, or the total area of your house, and you would get a percentage. So if using this example of 10 by 10, you have 100 square feet, your house is 1,800 square feet. If you divide 100 by 1,800, you're going to get 5%. So 5% of your total house expenses would become deductible as your business use of home credit. So what kind of expenses can you use? There's actually a fair amount, and I think this is where sometimes people fail to get all of them in there, and it's definitely worthwhile. So any of your utilities, so power, heat, water, garbage, internet, any of that kind of thing that can be used. Your phone bill can be used. One thing you might want to consider though with your phone is quite often you're going to be using your phone more than you would some of the others, so more proportionately. So you might not want to include your phone in the business use of home use and get a higher percentage of it used on telephone expenses. Just something to keep in mind. You can deduct cleaning materials, you can deduct snow removal or landscaping. All those kind of things are all part that you can be used to deduct your income. And if you own your home, you are able to deduct a portion of your interest. So mortgage, the principal payments are not deductible, but the interest you pay on your mortgage, that is completely deductible. So you can take the percentage of the total interest that you've paid for the year. You also will have your property taxes, you'll have maintenance and repair, and also your house insurance. So just make a good list of the expenses that you're paying in your house and make sure that you're getting all of them that you can. If you rent your house, you're able to claim a portion of the rent proportionally. And of course, as always with anything to do with taxes, you want to make sure that you are keeping any receipts that you have used, just in case Canada Revenue wants to come out and take a look at them. So to claim the business use of home, you are going to total all the expenses that you have for your house. And then once you get the total, you'll just times it by that 5% or whatever your portion is. And then you would record that on your income tax return as your credit. So keep in mind that this only pertains to people that are actually working from home, and that you're not an employee of any kind, and also that it is your principal pay. That's the main thing. You want to make sure that it is your principal place of business. So that's it for today. That's your tax tip. And as always, if there's anything that you are wondering about, just drop it in the comments below, and I'd be happy to look after those questions in upcoming videos. Talk to you later.